I was in Paris last week, and I prayed in the shul of before. And since I speak French, they asked me to speak. I was sitting next to the rabbi, and he asked me to speak. I don't know how he knew that I would like to speak, but it looks like he knew. He had the smell. Anyhow, and this was Parashat Toldot. And I said, there's a big question about Yitzchak Avinu, that he's one of the patriarchs, he's one of the forefathers, and he was a Navi, he was a prophet, and he was one of the biggest prophets, one of the three forefathers, and he didn't know that Esav was a bad guy. That is a big question. How come he didn't know? When we could see that rabbis from today, from these days, that were with us, like the Baba Sali, like Rabbi Chaim Kanievsky, like Rabbi Meluvavitch, they all knew the people. They know the people before they even talk. They know what's in their mind. And Yitzchak Avinu didn't know who Esav was. That was a big question. So I said, there is something here. And I heard it from somebody, I don't remember from who, that he said that Esav, even though he was a very bad guy, he had one mitzvah that was complete. That he did it completely. And you know that a mitzvah is very hard to do, complete mitzvah. And the Gemara had said, there was a rabbi that respected his mother so much that he didn't let her walk on the floor, because the floor was dirty or whatever, and he put his hands and she walked on his hands. It was an unbelievable thing to do, to see that he made her walk on his hands. But he said, how much I respected my mother, I didn't do 100% of whatever Esav did to his father. Esav respected his father something out of this world. That the mitzvah was complete. Since the mitzvah was complete, the mitzvah was surrounding him. It was like a wall around him and was surrounding him. And this mitzvah, Yitzchak couldn't pierce, because his mitzvah was complete. That's why Yitzchak couldn't see the bad things that was in Esav, because he had that mitzvah that was surrounding him and that was protecting him. And so what happened? I said later on, when Yitzchak Avinu asked Esav, go hunt an animal and bring me some food. I would like to give you the blessing. So he went, and from the Shamayim, they didn't let him have an animal. He couldn't find anything to hunt. No birds, no deers, no nothing. They couldn't find anything. Buffalo, nothing. He went crazy. Every day he hunted, he found many. That day that he needed it, he couldn't find any. So what he did, the Midrash said, he took a dog and he shechted the dog, he slaughtered the dog, and he made food from meat of dogs. And he brought to his father. Now, what the Torah said, when Esav came to Yitzchak, he says, Mi ata beni, who are you? He didn't know who he is. Why? The mitzvah of kibud av ba'em, kibud av, went down. The surrounding wall crumbled. Why? Because now he didn't honor his father. He didn't give him the right food. He gave him something asur to eat. You're not permitted to eat dogs. So the mitzvah crumbled. So now Yitzchak was v'yeherad harada gedola ad meod. He was scared. Rashi said he saw Gehinnam in front of him. So I said that's why he recognized that Esav was the bad guy. Now he went back and he understood that who's the good guy. Ba'ahicha bemirma. Not bemirma means bechokhma. He came and he took your blessing, but the blessing really has to go to him, to your brother. That's why Esav was recognized by his father.